and Bolina leaves nothing to the imagination but delivers fantasy. And Bolina's show was a thrill to attend. Her signatures are unforgiving body-hugging tube dresses, often with words and phrases printed on them like drama, power, fame, greed, waste money, or do whatever you want, no one gives a fuck. Bolina's blunt statements certainly command a presence. Plenty of New York's downtown cool crowd turned up to see her show. While she's been on the scene for a few seasons, this was her first official on-the-calendar outing, at WEM, a gallery located inside a Chinatown mall. Models arrived at the makeshift runway using an escalator from the mall's bottom floor. Bolina's style of clothing harkens back to her days as a stripper at the now-closed Scores New York. She started her label while working as a dancer. There is nothing left to the imagination in her designs. Dresses came clingy, semi-sheer, or basically completely sheer. One of the models was writer Rachel Rabbit White, who coquettishly strutted out in a long nylon sleeveless dress that was partially unzipped, held together by her own hands across the chest. In her hair was a metal clip, as if she was still getting ready. She had met Bolina over Instagram and they bonded over their past lives as strippers. "She brings out all the fantasies," said White backstage. The trench coat thing is a classic escort scenario, unlike an 80s fantasy where you are wearing the lingerie underneath it. That's Bolina's charm. While she exposes a lot, there are still pockets of fantasy and mystery. That trench coat was actually a dress with a fleece lining and only covered half the body, a wearable IRL take on Meet Your Man at his door while wearing lingerie. There's always going to be shock value to Bolina's work. It's very naked. She'll always have those signature tube dresses, sometimes covering nothing at all, but it is impressive when she works off the silhouette and builds it out. Examples of this included a tube dress slathered in white sequins attached to a longer skirt, one with long black extensions serving as fringe trim on the bust, and another iteration that had the faint print of a knight positioned at the crotch, a nod to the region as if they were all-seeing. One of the most entertaining parts of Bolina's show was that the models were reminiscent of her. She has a striking look, long bleach blonde, almost alabaster, hair. Her aesthetic was very much replicated in the model's makeup, as it was in the actual clothes.